What's going on, people? Welcome back to Rootz TV. Look where I am, man. So we're different. Dorking, joined by the main man.
The main gaff.
Listen, the main gaff with the main gaffer.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur. Yeah, mate, you own entrepreneur, businessman, chairman, manager, jack of all trades.
Yeah, man.
Master of any?
Not really.
No?
I just work hard.
Yeah?
Do you know? Yeah, I just work hard, really.
That's what it's all about, mate. Working hard. But how are you, though?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm 1,000 games.
I know, I saw.
1,000 games in our next match.
Yeah?
Yeah, tomorrow as we record this. So it's a little bit of reflection.
Yeah?
A little bit of like, that's a lot.
I saw the tweet. 25 years, 12 promotions, 1,000 games.
12 promotions. I won every couple of years, 1,000 games. But it started with me and my mates, and it was just literally pay £5, chase somebody to pay that don't like paying.
Shock.
Put the nets up.
Yeah.
The best player turns up last. They don't want to put the nets up.
Yeah.
Park Field. Yeah, and that's how it was. And then it's been like playing Wrexham, Notts County TV matches. So it's been mad, really.
So what? Tier 17.
Yeah.
To where you are now, National League.
Yeah.
How's that roller coaster been, man? Like,
well, it's mad. I mean, like, the reason I speak out about so much is because I'm well versed in every single level of football.
Yeah.
So I've seen everything from like officiating at the lowest level and the struggles they have, to the financial issues people have, to clubs that can't get facilities. They just can't progress because they don't have, what they need. I've seen all of it, really. Yeah, luckily. I'm very lucky, fortunate. I've worked hard, non-stop.
Talk to me about the journey when you first started. Was it 1999? Is that correct?
Yeah, 99, yeah.
Yeah, so 1999, you thought to yourself, fuck it, we'll start a football team. Like, why? Why'd you do that?
Just me and my mates. We used to go and watch a bit of Prem and that back in the day with Wimbledon and,
Because you're a Dons fan, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So we used to go and watch Wimbledon and that, and then it just all went a bit wrong there, and then we just thought, let's just start. Obviously, when you're for the Prem teams, it's like it costs a lot of money and it's a whole weekend sometimes. So we were like, let's just get a team, go out together, have a few beers, socialise, spend time together. That was it. That's how it started. That like a Sunday morning team, if you like.
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
And then fast forward to, was it 2000 when you started linking up with a bunch of amateurs?
Yeah, about 3-4 years ago that was.
3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
and again, why was that? Why did you want to document your journey?
Well, no, I didn't. I couldn't give a fuck. Rich.
Yeah.
Rich, the guy that I think was getting his hair cut.
Oh, was it?
And someone went, and he's a videographer, and he started to record a few local football teams. Used to work for Sky.
Yeah.
And I think he don't like Sky. He was like, he didn't like the pretense of it all, and he was recording. Like a village team. We want to get his haircut. So I said, you should go to Dorking because I've heard good things and I've heard they're sort of a little bit different. And he came down and said, do you mind if I'm recording you? And then never went home.
Yeah.
And that was it. And now he's part of the furniture. And it's his gig. Everything he's done is amazing. What you see is what you get, right? You probably get way worse off camera than what you see.
Yeah.
And people probably think, oh, do they play up?
You're genuinely like this all the time.
Yeah. It's all, everyone is like. I mean, in football, football's this. I'm a massive fan of like what football does.
Yeah.
For communities, for like the environment, for all of that stuff, and we all know from in grassroots football, the best thing about it is what it does for the community and what it does for people from all social backgrounds that just in a changing room, they're all equal.
Yeah, because it's more than football. It's like a place of networking.
100%.
You can meet your future partner there. You can meet your business partner there. You can meet your friends there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And in my time, we've had people from all races, places, and genres from and everyone in a changing rooms level, and it's a place you can forget everything else, and you've got your thing. And I think anyone involved in grassroots football is nodding because they're like, yeah. And obviously with us, people just get to see what maybe you don't see in football anymore because it's all multi-million pound Premier League. So people like that. And we get people come from all over, literally the world, mentally, from New Zealand for a game.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, they're like, Mark, I come and see you. And I'm like, who you visiting?
Yeah.
All right, you're visiting, are you?
They're
like, no, we come and see you lot. On a regular basis, Australia, New Zealand, the US, right? And obviously loads in the UK. And they all say the same thing. Like, I stopped watching football 10 years ago, and you've made me start watching it again because I just love this level. This vibe still exists in football.
Yeah. You know what I love about it the most? I love the way it's so raw and uncut. You don't mince your words. It's none of this, like you said, Sky Sports. Oh, I've got to say what I have to say because I've got the media officer right next to me. It's like I'm going to say what I want, when I want, and do what I want.
And do you know the praise?
Reason, obviously.
You're dead right. And do you know the praise to the FA? I've got to give them a bit of praise, which is rare.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, rare. But the FA are letting people document things, and they're letting people show, you know, what they're all about. Because obviously these things backwardly help finance and support, and anything you can do to grow the profile of a club. It's worked brilliantly for us. We know there's other clubs out there that do a good job, and fair play to the FA in some respects that they allow this, that they haven't put any ridiculous constraints on it.
Not yet.
Freedom of speech. They couldn't, because we wouldn't stop anyway.
Yeah.
No fucking chance.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's good. I applaud them for that because and obviously they control if things get too far. But that's so we just show it how it is, and that's what people like.
Is there any other YouTube teams out there that you kind of take a look at and think, you know what, you're doing a fantastic job? For example, #United. I saw you on you on TalkSport the other day. Yeah. With Spencer Owen talking about certain things which we'll get into. But any other like YouTube teams that do a good job that you think, yeah,
I think like the ones coming through, #Spencer, Farnham, Hugo,
SE Dons.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. And I think it's brilliant for the game because there is no money in football. It's a working man's sport and there is no money in football and also no facilities. People need to understand that, right? If you've got a ladies team or an under-15s team, under-16s, they are probably playing on a pitch where you're picking dog shit up. That is the bottom line. There is so little facilities in the UK. Local authorities in the main, they don't facilitate for the biggest game in the country.
Yeah.
They don't do that. Some of them do. Some local authorities are brilliant. They really recognise that, like, providing, you know, green space for good quality sport for all ages. Some authorities are up with the speed with that. Others just aren't interested and therefore it costs you a lot of money to play. But these teams and clubs that have got willing volunteers, it'd be volunteers doing all of this that put clubs out there. You know, that is what you have to do. That's the future, and it's to be applauded, you know?
You're very forward-thinking in that aspect, and I watched a podcast that you did with Rising Ballers talking about helping non-league teams. Like, how do they kind of deal with the financial constraints of, you know, paying for a pitch, paying for referees and wages and all the rest of it? What sort of advice would you pass on to, like, non-league clubs that are looking to go down a similar route to yourself?
It's just all about hard work. It's all about the more clubs have to be local. Football clubs... It sounds terrible when you say it, but before my time and after my time, the football club belongs to the community. And if you own a football club or you run a football club, you're only ever the custodian, right? If that is the bottom line, and it's horrible to think of it that way, but you are. And for that reason, like, you know, the club has to be the centre of the community, whether that's a town, a village, a city. Ideally, your players are within a reasonable, you know, travelling distance of the ground. Yeah. You engage the local sponsors. And you work hard, and best of all, you should engage the local community. And we're fortunate here, our local council have supported us pretty well. And, you know, they recognise before they invested to them what is chicken feed on this facility, but now they get like something stupid like 60,000 people use it a year.
Wow.
And it's brilliant for them, and it brings more people to Dorking, more people in the car parks, more parking revenue, more revenue in the cafes, in the high street. So it's like if I'm running a club in any area, I'm thinking I want to engage my local authority, my local council. We need an artificial pitch. These are key to the community because then you can, obviously it's exponential how many people can play on there and can all be together socially, etc. So that's what you got to do.
How long have you been on this pitch talking about artificial pitches?
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. And they're not great. Listen, let's face it, right? They're not great. They're not good. But the concession is, you know, you get more injuries for sure.
Yeah.
In the kind of elite, you know, with the real sort of pro footballers, you definitely get more bad injuries, ACLs, MCLs. But what they bring you revenue-wise and participation-wise is streets ahead of having a grass pitch where you've got to be like, get off it, mate. It's rained. You know?
In those days of you being on grass pitches when you're picking up dog shit and all the rest of it.
No, I've done it for years. Yeah. I was saying to someone the other day, they said, the 1,000 game. And they got me thinking about it. And I was like, yeah. I used to wake up, I had 2 little girls. I used to wake up and we'd straighten the kit And I'd always be like, shit, the socks are shrunk again. Can I a guy out? I'm like separated from you know, like, and I'm trying to work out how to start socks. And I'm like putting the socks out. I'm driving to the pitch. I'm putting the nets out. I'm marking the pitch. Yeah. Got 2 little girls that are like fucking bored of this. They're 3, 4, 5 years old. Go back home, get a break, go and put the nets up, manage the team.
God,
I've done it all.
Really done it all, man.
Oh, man, and some. And then raised the money. I've spent time like with local authorities, like negotiating with residents. I've had to go through about 9 or 10 planning permissions.
Oh, God.
Like you name it to get where we are today. So this is why with me, and people know that, that's why with me, if a player don't want to run from there to there, what chance they got on me?
Exactly.
I'm like, mate, I've spent 25 years for you to be here.
Yeah.
So you are fucking running from there to there, son.
Whether you like it or not, otherwise you're out the door.
Yeah, mate, that's how it should be. But they don't argue, to be fair.
That's good, that's good. Even though some of them you have dug out on some interviews. I've seen them.
Yeah,
so,
mate.
yeah.
But I think I'll do that for the supporters because, like, genuinely in football, like, as we've gone higher, like, I always think, well, if the single mum or the single dad brought their kid down and they don't have a lot of money and they spend 60 quid and they go home thinking, we got knocked out the FA Cup. And they're fuming, right? They want to hear the manager. They want to go to their son, boy, before you get to bed, listen to Marc. And I'm going, I fucking told them. Yeah. I've told them their shit. And he's like, see, he's told them. I think that's the advantage of owning the club. Prem managers can't do it. I bet they wish they could. I bet every now and then a Prem manager wishes they could go, yeah, listen, you should have fucking said what I just told Giggsy in there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But I'm in a fortunate position.
Yeah. Well, I've got a couple interviews that I marked out. I want you to talk me through them. What was going through your mind at the time?
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, so.
All sorts.
So the first one I've got, you said, talking about the Olympics refugee lesbian chess interview.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Marc. Have a good week, and we'll see you in...
Watch the Olympics, won't we?
Yeah.
Are you going to watch it?
Yeah, I'll be watching some of it.
Do you get into it like me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get into it like, I'll be watching tonight some kind of like...
Beach volleyball.
No, literally sort of like some sort of like refugee lesbian chess. Refugee lesbian chess.
Is that in the Olympics this year?
Right, but if it was, I think I knew all about it and I'm going to sit there ordering them about. Can't wait. Yeah, no, what I was talking about was, that's me and my digs at the FA for losing sight of the game.
Okay.
You know, I'm a big, like you, passionate, I'm just a football guy.
Yeah.
Like we spoke about off air, like I'm just a football man and like what I see is like just a mass lack of direction. Yeah. And, you know, ticking boxes universally for no good reason and losing sight of participation, facilities, rev gen, the laws of the game. Officiating's on its arse. They can't get referees at lower levels. They blame the respect for years. It ain't fuck all to do with the respect at all. It's to do with the fact that the FA aren't organised enough to recruit. They've even lost, you know, the PGMOL have all the officials. The FA are not really the kind of orchestrators of that industry, therefore they're lacking there. They can't, people queue up for fucking forever. You can't get a coaching badge. I wouldn't get a coaching badge, even though I fucking wanted one. Because you can't get on the course. Yeah. You can't fucking do it.
And when you do, how much are they? They're an arm and a leg. And if you go to different countries like Germany, for example, or Netherlands, they're pittance compared to like how much we're paying over here.
The FA are prohibiting progression. There's no, like, barely any English coaches now in the top flight of football. They're prohibiting the progression of the coaches because, to your point, it's a fucking fortune. And I know people that are got serious credentials that just get told no every fucking... What other industry? So the FA in my book, I'm like, do you know what? Privatise it. There'll be someone out there that's a shit-hot coach that can set up a business and that can be accredited and the FA can rubber stamp and accredit it and people can gain qualifications that can then give them an opportunity in the national game. But to your point, you can go abroad, get it for a £5 and then come and get the jobs here. So my point is, the FA...
And the thing is as well, why are you making it so expensive here when we haven't won jack shit? Like,
what I think?
Yeah. If you look at Spain, Spanish managers coming over here, winning Premier Leagues and stuff like that, French managers and all the rest of it, they're paying a pittance over there, but yet you're charging an arm and a leg, flipping what? Grands.
If you're 16, 17 years old and you live in South London and you think, I want to be a fucking football coach, you ain't getting qualifications in England. End of. Because what they'll do is go, well, that bloke there, he's like played for Leeds United and, you know, they have these weird priorities and shit like that. That whole coaching thing's so flawed, it's a joke. And my thing with those comments about refugee, lesbian, blue hairs, all that shit is just like, do you know what? Like, focus on the game. The game is about facilities, widespread, about funding. It's about the laws of the game, making sure they don't change every 5 minutes, and they're transferable to the poor guy that's refereeing on a Sunday morning, Division 18, who's like, fuck, man, like, I don't know, like, they've changed this law 4 times now, I'm not quite sure.
Is he offside? Is he onside?
Yeah, and it's about the qualifications, it's about progressing people through the game, and in my opinion, the FA has become a little bit, I don't know what the word is, man. I can't really think the word. I can't really think of it. Like, it's almost like they think their domain is to be a fucking human rights speaker and not actually manage the game. That's how I see it.
Okay.
So that's what that's about.
Okay.
I'm happy to go on the FA committee. I'm happy to fucking do it.
I would love to see you on there.
Yeah, but it's great people like me in the game, you, others, that could really go there and say, do you know what? These are the things to address.
We're out here, and this is what the people are saying.
Yeah,
this is what they need to hear. Not someone in the boardroom who's like, I come out to a final every now and then or whatever. I get corporate tickets. Like people that are actually in the game.
That's it, mate. There's like basically you can't, if you are that kid that's like had a rough upbringing, and you know this in an industry that doesn't take any money to go into. Right? If you've had a rough upbringing and you think I want to be a football coach, you ain't fucking being one in England. That's the bottom line. And it's because the FA are not organised and they don't address it in the right way. And every year, even people, forget the young lad, he ain't got a fucking chance in hell. People that are at the level we're at apply every single year. Top quality people get told no every year.
Just because of the qualification?
Flawed.
Just because of a piece of paper?
They haven't got enough space on the courses. They haven't got enough bandwidth to run them, which is why they charge so much, because they can. Do you know what I mean? So that's where it is, you know? So, yeah. Right,
I'll get into a couple more. So, Altrincham, you called out a few of your players.
Alfie had such a really poor start, then gets a second yellow card for dissent in as many games. Yeah. Wants to concentrate more on his own game. The defending was just woeful, balls over the top. I mean, it's just literally back to front. Alfie can clear it for the first goal. Poor clearance. Josh then puts his foot high in the box, which is just really bad decision. 1-0. Joe's then arguing with the ref, standard stuff, for 2-3 minutes. Then loses his man, then gets himself on a yellow in the first 15 minutes for the umpteenth time. Kept the ball, then more poor defending. Tom Blair, he walks around arguing with everybody. Then don't pick up his man from the throw. Mate, as many excuses as you want, I'm putting the boys on the pitch, so I have to take responsibility, and I will, and I do. But what I would say is I'll also be the boy that don't put some of them players back on the pitch.
Josh, Joe and Tom Blair, March 2024.
Yeah, they're good boys. They're good lads. Yeah,
that day.
They let me down. Listen, I mean, Cookie. We beat Chesterfield on the Saturday. It's our first ever win on TV at Meadowbank. Yeah. And they just won the league, Chesterfield, 4-1. We was in a relegation battle. They just won the league by 20 odd points. We was in a relegation battle, beat them 4-1 on TV. I went to Altrincham on the Tuesday night, fucking loving life, and then literally after 5-6 minutes, we had to cut the boys on yellows. Everyone was fighting. We were 1-0 down, and I called them out. But the thing with players are, and all the players are good lads, but what comes with a player's responsibility. Like if you're paying somebody, if you're playing this level of football that we are, you're probably paying them somewhere between 1 and 2 mortgage payments a month. So if they don't do what you say, or if they don't control the controllables. I don't care if people skew the ball off the pitch. I don't care if they have a bad day at the office. But if their discipline's poor and they cost the team, then you've got to let them know.
Yeah, and you surely did. Last one I want to talk about is Alfie.
I heard you talk about feeling pressure playing. I won't even fucking play you, honestly. That fucking annoys me, that weak shit. You right, mate? I tell you, pressure, mate. He's living in the fucking Gaza Strip, fucking Alfie. That's fucking pressure. Not fucking playing with Dorking Wanderers. I tell you that.
He said, I'll tell you pressure, mate. Pressure's living in the fucking Gaza Strip, mate. That's my best. Mark White impression. Yeah, what's that about? Why did Alfie get it in the neck like
fucking
that?
Alf. What a boy. He had fucking heart surgery and an ACL all within 15 months. Wow. This boy, because he was born, can't think what they call it, and he knew he had to have heart surgery before he was a certain age.
Okay.
And it was only the heart that stopped him really being in the programme at an early age, right? He's a top-class striker. Anyway, so he done his ACL on this pitch, right? As I told you, the pitches ain't great. And then because we knew he had to have his heart done, we were like, well, if you're going up on the ramp, like in a car garage, if you're going up on the ramp, get the heart done, Alf. Oh, so he's got his fucking heart done, his ACL done. And then
2 for 1 job.
2 for 1, right? Yeah. He's literally got a scar from here to there, right? Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And then he said, I'm a bit nervous about my first game back. I said, Alf, what you been through, son? This is not nothing to be nervous about. And that's when I come up with there's people out there dying. Yeah. Alfie, don't be nervous. But you have to legislate with it. I like the saying, what was you worrying about this time last year? I fucking love sayings like that because if you get good at sort of legislating for pressure and situations, that's what I've always been good at. Always.
Right, I want to talk about your appearance on TalkSport with Spencer. So 2 things I want to talk about. The first thing is the 3 p.m. blackout. Now, I still don't know why this whole rule exists because, again, if you're in a different part of the UK, not even the UK, sorry, in the world, you can watch our beautiful game at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
But over here, in our own country, you can't. Now, you come up with some valid points. I just want you to go through your reason behind it, like why they do it. Is it more of a controlling thing? No. Why is it? Why are we still living in that stone age of thinking?
Yeah, historically, it was to protect, if you like, the this kind of not reduced down supporters going to football grounds and stuff by...
But that's rubbish,
but
man.
But it's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, because nothing beats being at the game, being here at a stadium, people. Again, if I can't make it, the second best choice is to watch it online. Yeah?
Logic tells you that now, the way people look at content to improve their life is that the more people that see the content, the more people that will think, I want to go to that game.
Yeah, of course.
And then if they can't go to the game, they'll tune in and pay for it elsewhere. So it's draconian.
Why not make like the Netflix of football? This is what I've been thinking for the longest time. I know Simon Jordan said it, and you probably said it as well. Again, make that model around it.
Yeah, 100%.
Rather than be so scared to be like, no, we can't do that because
100%.
Stop people from coming to games.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think all it does is actually cast the net to a wider audience, and all it does is improve matches. Do you know what I mean? Listen, you might get the odd one where it's like -6, right? And because it's on the TV, people might think, I might not go there today. But even the hardcore just go for the -6, right? Yeah. But the benefit of casting the net wider is good. But the other thing as well is that, like, whereby you do see TV affect attendances, and we've seen it recently in the FA Cup. They've rescheduled it all around Premier League and that, and the attendances were down. But this is where clubs just got to be smarter and just charge more affordable money to get people in the ground.
Yeah.
Just no ground really within reason should ever be half empty, because that's if it is, that's your opportunity to do initiatives and get people in. So no, I think it's more of an old school thing, and it'll be changed. And when it's changed, it'll never come back. And people will go, remember that? When you can never do that. It'll be one of them.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And then the next thing I want to talk about is something that's quite hot right now. Obviously, we just had the FA Cup weekend. Tamworth did fantastically well up until, obviously, 90 minutes and lost to Tottenham. But replays.
Yeah.
I know you feel passionate about that, man.
Scandal, that one.
Yeah.
Scandal, that.
Because, again, that denied them how much? About $1 million?
About $1 million.
Mil?
Yeah, about $1 million. Cut and dry, about $1 million. That was it. And it'll deny someone else next year. But best of all, it denies the dream. Because it might be £1 million to Tamworth, right? But the dream is to every club that enters that competition. What if we get United? What if we draw United at Meadowbank and we get them back to Old Trafford and we get 1.5 million? Because in the FA Cup, you get half the gate receipt. That is the law. That is the rules. So if you draw a Premier League team, so Bromley drew Newcastle.
Yep.
So they plugged into 800-900 grand before they even kicked the ball. Jackpot, literally like the old jackpot on a fruit machine, right?
Yeah. And that's massive for teams like them.
Game changer.
Massive, yeah.
Game changer. A local team to here, Crawley, they famously got to Old Trafford once and played them. But the replays always gave the exact situations. I'm so glad it happened. Obviously not for Tamworth, but because the FA sold out to the Premier League, who wanted less fixtures because they want to facilitate the Prem clubs that were moaning, the same Prem clubs that will go on tour all summer. And I know loads of these Premier League boys, and they get 2 weeks off work, like like anybody else in this world.
Yeah.
They don't actually get a 5-week break. They're on tour somewhere.
In Australia or something like that.
Yeah. So they want to facilitate all of that. And the Premier League, in fairness, it's hard, isn't it? It's like, you can't knock them because they fund football. They do. But they use that funding to then, like, strong-arm the game.
Yeah, like, it's our rules, and, like, if you don't like it, then...
Our clubs don't want this, and we're putting in more money this year.
Yeah.
I kind of get it. But then the FA is the kind of mediator there, has to sort of say, look, listen, there's things we'll do, things we won't, and we're not going to take away that replay, because that, for a non-league club, that is the jackpot. That is the crown. I've been thinking about that replay.
Yeah.
Ever since I started Dorking Wanderers.
Who would you want in that replay? Just hypothetically speaking.
Honestly, genuinely, I just think I'd want, like, someone who's going to get us a big paycheck.
Yeah.
If I'm honest. But obviously, like a Liverpool, Man United, like Spurs, who now put 65,000 in there. You get half the gate.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
You're smiling already because you're thinking about it.
Man.
Yeah.
But I know how much like we said earlier, everyone works so hard to keep football clubs afloat, and you do. We're fucking shit in the FA Cup, always have been, but everyone knows that. But what I'm saying is that dream is alive for everybody in that competition, and they took that away. And this is what I mean about the FA, like, losing sight of things. It's like there just needs to be, like, the kind of layman's man in there going, look, there's things we'll do, things we won't, and that's one they should undo that. If they've got anything about them, they'll go, we shouldn't have done that. We're going to fucking undo it. No,
but no one's going to own up to that, are they? Realistically, are they? They're not going to own it and say, you know what, guys, we fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, I know. That's annoying. They just want it to they just want the noise to be white noise, and then they'll just think everyone forget about it. But I will keep reminding them.
I'm sure you will.
Every season. Every season.
So, Marc, I've got a game for you, man. Come up with some cards. You've got to pick a card. And you just got to give me your honest answer, which I know you would. I know you would. You're honest. The red and yellow cards, I'm sure you've seen a few of these before. So again, you don't need to take from the top, you can take from anywhere.
This is like Darren Brown stuff, right?
Here we go, man.
Yeah. Cool.
So what's it say on that one?
What? Club or country?
Yeah.
What, as in which?
Which one would you prefer to play for? Club or country? Dorking or England?
Dorking.
Yeah? Over England?
Yeah, Dorking over England, yeah, because I think the England represent the FA, and I'm not a fan, if I'm honest. That's just the truth of the matter.
No, you're not a fan.
£7 million a year for the managers.
Yeah.
And constant fucking heartbreak.
Yeah.
Can't be doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. He's talking till he dies. Right, next one.
This is good. This is good, mate. I'm doing it like this is a better card.
Yeah. Right.
Rank these best to worst. Club World Cup, shit. Total shit. Money spinner, no one gives a fuck, waste of time. Champions League, Copa America, FA Cup, second to the Champions League. Yeah. FA Cup's underrated. Underrated. It's big FA Cup.
Yeah.
But Champions League's got to be the one.
Pinnacle.
Has to, pinnacle, yeah. But, as in everything, money, innit? Like, look at this new league format.
Yeah.
They've got a league. It's fucking less interesting, mate.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're 45th. What the fuck's that mean?
It's all confusing to me. Just get me to the semis and the finals. That's when really...
But it's just annoying, isn't it? It's just like, you had these group stages. I got that.
Yeah.
4 teams, you've got to be in the top 2. I get that. Now it's like, oh, you're fucking 94th. Fucking like this. Simplify it, or the FA Cup goes top.
FA Cup goes top. Fair enough. Right, take one more.
I'm going to take the top one.
Go on. What's that say?
5 teams wear blue, 10 seconds.
Oh, hold on. Don't cheat. Right. He's had a bit of timing. Right. How long you got?
10 seconds.
10 seconds, right. Ready? And go.
Reading, Macclesfield, Coventry, Man City, Chelsea.
Ooh.
But I had an extra 5 seconds, but I still done it in 10.
We'll edit that bit out anyway, don't worry. Right. Talk to me about Marc White, the man, okay? Now, you was a bit of a player back in the day. Not. I'm talking in the field. I'm talking like actually on the field.
Yeah,
not in the dating world.
Yeah, unbelievable. I was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you got a bit of a left foot on you.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, unreal. Yeah, better than any of my team.
Yeah. So,
and most teams.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't miss his words. That's what I love about him. So, what position you used to play?
I was a left winger.
Yeah.
Back in the day, number 11.
So who would you compare yourself to in the modern game?
I'd compare them to me.
Really?
Yeah, Bale. I'm like a Bale. Prime Bale.
Really?
Prime Bale on the left. Yeah.
Is there anyone to vouch for that? Because if I put this out in the comments and people's like, Baiteze, you sure, mate? You
Yeah.
more like a Lee
Obviously, it's a
Sharp.
long time ago.
More like
yeah.
a Lee Sharp. No,
I was-
no disrespect to Lee Sharp, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, no, I was like a, back as a kid, I was brilliant, right?
Yeah.
And then my granddad used to whiz me about. He had a heart attack overnight, and then I couldn't get about. And it was back in the day when all the sort of big clubs only ever had like one kids team per age. It weren't like now, like these mass academies, like numbers game.
Yeah.
And I was good. I was really, really good. I used to be a proper goal scoring left winger.
Yeah.
And then as I got shit and as everything else took over, I ended up being the left back.
Oh, really?
Like you are. But yeah, I still think even with probably 3-4 days training, I'd be better than my team.
Really?
In my head, yeah.
Oh
in my
my
fucking head,
God.
I'm ready to fucking go.
Really?
I'm like a cord spring.
So you're seeing your left winger out on the pitch, you're like, you know what, mate? Sub one for you, yeah? Is that what
I
you're
do
thinking?
sometimes think just cross the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Like I used to. Yeah, exactly. but yeah, no, that's it, mate. So genuinely, I couldn't dampen down what I think about myself.
Surely. At what age did you kind of stop and wind down playing football?
Oh shit, at 27.
27?
Yeah, shit.
Early doors.
No, I'm like, probably, yeah, like because thing is, if you're managing a team,
Yeah.
you've got to be better than the rest, really. Do you know what I mean? For all those people out
Well, you
there,
say
not better than
that.
the rest, but you can't be absolutely nowhere near as good as the rest.
I always think, because isn't the old saying about the best players don't make necessarily the best managers? So you look at, like, I don't know, Wenger, for example. He weren't like a fantastic player, but look how good he was.
No, I get that. I'm on about on the pitch.
Oh,
If
okay.
I was playing and then I was managing the boys I'm
Oh, what, one of them ones
They'd be
where
like,
like
"Hold
he's
tight."
picking himself and he's dead and yeah.
But I just, listen, I was really good as a kid, and then I just dropped out of the game essentially, started watching it loads and all the rest of it, and then but now still every now and then you see it like a bit of. My left foot is I'm trying to think what you'd liken it to, like Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, you know.
Yeah, Rolls Royce, that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Dynamite. Yeah, my left foot. I'm happy to do any test on my left foot. That's the bottom line.
Mate, next time I come down here,
Yeah.
we're doing some challenges,
Yeah,
mate.
just fire me out of a cannon. Balls, like, non-stop. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Hey, someone needs to get a FIFA card for you, mate.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
Exactly.
A white FIFA card with the all 99s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then your transition to management then was from 27 onwards, or were you still working at a bank? Because
No, yeah, I was in the city.
the city still?
Yeah, but I was just, I started in the city on 15 grand a year, right? And I just started doing well in marketing firms and that. But obviously, I was just working to essentially fund the football club.
Yeah.
That was it. It was like, like as a lad, you get your outgoings, you're right, okay, £100 food, like £5 hair wax or gel, and you're like, football 200.
Yeah.
And it started like that, and then it ended up being football 100 grand. You know what I mean? It's like in terms of so and then I sort of transitioned to being a manager, and running the club just took over. But I love it. To be honest with you, I wouldn't swap it for the world. I don't know how I could ever not be passionate about being a football manager.
Yeah.
I think I'll probably have a heart attack. I reckon if you're betting in play, if anyone out there is running a book, I'd have to favourite me having a heart attack because I can't see any other way I'm going to fucking pack it in.
And how much of your day does it take over? Like, wake up in the morning, sorting this place out, sorting out the team. How much of your day does it? Because again, people don't get to see that side of things, do they?
Yeah, exactly that, mate. I mean, I work so hard. That is the bottom line. I work so hard. 5 a.m. every day, if not 4. To get a coffee, I'll drive to Cobham Services on the 25 or Gatwick to get a Costa when everything's shut, and that's my time. I get to think about the team for Saturday. Cause I'm playing against ex-England managers in the opposition dugout, full-time teams.
Yeah, because when you were against Peter Taylor once.
Yeah. We both got sent off, me and Peter Taylor. But like, ex-England manager, Dave Beckham, McCarthy, but last year we're playing Wrexham, all the teams. These managers sit in an office all week going, right, okay, and they've got hours. I'm sitting there going, right, I ain't got a lot of time to work out everything this week, so I have to get my own time and space.
So hold on, let me get this straight. You got ex-England managers, spending hours and then badges galore.
Yeah.
And then you're at Cobham Services over a coffee, like, I'll pick him.
Yeah, but I'm experienced now. This is it. I've learnt the game.
Yeah.
I used to go and watch. Everyone always says, how do you get a good manager? How can you be a good manager? Blah, blah, blah. And I just watch football. So I will happily go and watch step 5, step 6. And I love it. And I go there and I watch other people and I look at supporters and think they love it too. And I know they come here because they love watching this close up. I go there, I look at players, formation, systems, I study it all. So I don't really talk myself up in that respect, because I just try and let the results do the talking. And we've beaten some big clubs. We beat Notts County down here the year they got promoted to League Two. We're one of only 2 teams to beat them that year. Beaten 3-1. It was sold out. And the boy that had been with me from step 6 scored a hat trick.
Wow!
It's an unbelievable feeling. Like, I'm walking off. All I could think about was a hot day. Like, Luke Williams was their manager then. He's now the Swansea City manager.
Yeah.
Right. We beat them 3-1. He had the match ball macca. He walked off. It was packed, sold out. And I remember seeing him with the match ball, seeing the kids, and to me, that is success.
Yeah.
So
would you say he's like your greatest ever signing?
Well, it's his 10th year next year, so probably, yeah. Him, a boy called Jason Pryor we got, and we've had loads of good lads. And anyone who comes here don't want to leave because it is a good environment. But it's easy to be a good environment because there's no fear factor. There's not an owner threatening the chairman, threatening the manager, threatening the players.
You threaten yourself.
Yeah, exactly that. It's all, you know what I mean? So it's a good environment.
Do you ever take accountability for certain things? Because you are the encompassing person. You're like, oh, you know what, Mark, that wasn't good enough. Or, do you know what I mean? When you got relegated, was it like, are you ever like hard on yourself and reflect on things?
Yeah, massively. Literally, that's the worst 6 months ever. Like, literally, I got so much wrong. Everything went against me, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, even though it all went against me, and even though everybody else would blame all the things that were mitigating, you know, constant injuries, problems, part-time team, I still thought, no, I know I could have done things differently. I know I could have done. So I will take that blame with me until we get promoted again. Yeah. And when we get promoted again, I'll literally strip off and I'll run around this fucking ground and it'll all come flooding out, the emotion, because I've held it in, I've got to tell you.
Yeah.
And it'll be this year, it'll be this year or next season, and we'll be back. Yeah. They'll go. Because I think the thing is, for me, it's like, you know, this has given us an opportunity to be like the 2 times world champ, because that's the one in it. Like, you can be the world champ, right? You can be the best, but what makes somebody better than the best is to do it again. You know, again.
It's so nice how to do it twice.
Yeah, you get it right.
Yeah.
You know, the 2 or 3 times and all that. So my thing is to come back.
Mark White, the promotion champion. That's not a bad ring, you know. I like that, Mark White. I like that for you, Mark White.
Promotion.
There you
give
go.
Me a bell. I'm your fucking man, yeah. I've always wanted to manage Sunderland.
Why though?
I don't know.
You know why? Because look,
the fan base.
But I'm a Newcastle fan. You know that, right?
Oh, you really?
Swear down. Yeah, I've been a Newcastle fan all my life, pretty much, man. Even though obviously from down here.
Oh right.
So
fuck's that convo then.
Hey, I know. Why are you mentioning Sunderland for? What's going on?
Yeah. No, I think it's just like a club with loads
you saw
of
the
passionate
documentary.
Fans. I just saw the fans, and I saw.
Yeah,
the
but
fans.
you know Geordies are like that as well, you know.
Yeah, I get it. But they've got success now.
I mean, not yet. We're still waiting.
You will,
We're
but
still waiting. 50 odd years.
But Sunderland, I just feel like it's a lifetime of not being happy. Sunderland or Spurs, anyone that's had a lifetime of not being happy, if they get Mark White in there, I guarantee success. I guarantee success on another level.
Definitely entertainment as well.
100%. 100%.
I can imagine you post-match interviews. Everyone's like getting their popcorn ready. Like, yo, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
That's what you need, isn't it? That's what you need. That's what we all do it for. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. But would you give up Dorking though?
For Tottenham Sunderland, we'd have to have a good think about that.
Ooh.
Yeah. If it was a people's club that wanted success and no one had ever bought them success, I'll go in there, be their fucking man. I'll go in there, be their man.
Okay. I want to talk about some naughty moments. So, stadium ban.
Yeah. A few of those.
Talk to me. Was it 8 game?
Big one, Big one, Big one, that one.
What was that about? What's going
on? I got sent off at York City.
Yeah.
And then I tried to stay away from the officials after the game. And I had stayed away the whole time. And I was in a taxi rank going to the hotel.
Yeah.
And I see them leaving the ground, all 4 of them, out the corner of my eye. So I made a beeline from, so we had a bit of a tear up and that. And I had a bit of history for that. I've got better with the officials.
Yeah.
I think the officials' job is made difficult with the game. I've kind of really come to realise that. I think in officiating, you've got some really good people that really get it. And then you've got the obligatory sort of wankers that just do it because they're just not that nice a person. But
how do you improve on that then? I'm always curious to hear that. Is it getting ex-pros in the game? I don't know what the suggestions are, because again, we're all human, we're all going to make mistakes, I hear that. But how are those defining moments going to be eradicated? Because again, they're costly for managers' jobs, results, money.
I just like, and I agree. I think it's just, the problem is that it feels like the PGMOL, they've got their clutches on refereeing and there's money going into that, and they're looking at ex-pros and stuff like that. But refereeing is way beyond that level of football. There's way more referees needed for kids football and grassroots than there are in the Premier League. And I think it's lost its way. They spent, honestly, I don't know. I mean, the respect campaign. How long is that? Right? I mean, the only thing I fucking...
the little barrier around the pitches.
The only thing I fucking respect is how long they've kept the game for. That's the only thing I respected it, right? Yeah,
well, they love a marketing campaign.
But you know, respect campaign, I give respect. You know, like, the laws of the game constantly being changed has made the job harder for an official. And all of the old boys that used to be involved in the game, all the old officials, they were a really good batch, good people. They're not involved now in the running of the game, and they should be. They don't even have them in the VAR thing. They ain't got to get out of their fucking seat.
Yeah.
Right? And this is, I think Gareth Southgate made this point, and I totally make him right. He was like, he said it in his kind of polite Gareth way. He was like, it's a bit weird that, if they've got all these issues with VAR, why don't they just put in some of the real experienced guys who can't run around anymore, but they can sit in front of a TV and go, that's not this.
Yeah.
And my point is this, it's a bit of a closed shop. They don't engage with the wider community and pre-official community. And I think that's why they've got such challenges in the game with it. That's the bottom line. But all you want out of officials in life is honesty. I had one here 2 months ago. Striker Rutherford, by the way, the heart guy.
Yeah.
Brought down for a penalty, didn't give it. On the way off at half time, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. Steve, his name is, good guy. And he looked at me and he went like that. So go in there. And he said to me, I think it probably was a penalty, but I couldn't be 100%. And I said,
honesty.
Fair play.
Honesty.
I said, that's okay with me.
Yeah.
Because his job is to be 100%. And I wouldn't want it the other way round.
Yeah.
I said, cool. Next day, I hope I don't get him in trouble. It won't get me in trouble. I WhatsApped him, had his number, WhatsApped him the slow-mo replay, and I goes, killed me there, didn't he? It's a penalty. And he goes, do you know what? He goes, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, this is him. And he goes, but can you see why I weren't sure? Can you see my positioning? That bloke's in my way.
Yeah.
And I went, yeah, isn't he? And see that, if you could just, if that could be how referees are trained, if they could really work on these pillars of communication, which is, you know what, honesty, don't defend yourself unnecessarily, don't be rude. Because for me, they can sign up to controllables like that. The same way that they should, if Mark White says, you fucking this, they should go red, they should go yellow. They've got cards to make decisions, controllables there, and they should have controllables they work to, and that's what's missing from the game.
Oh, one more naughty moment popped into my mind. Poked someone in the eye, mate.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The thing is, the thing is, like, we get it even now, like, you know, like, you need to get these, some football supporters go to games, don't they, because they go there, they release their tension, their wife's cheating on them or whatever, and they go to a game and they target the away dugout, they stand next to it.
But you're now more of a polarising figure now that obviously you're out there. So you feel like people are doing it just to get a bite out of you, basically?
To be fair, now it's amazing. Like, I get on with the away fans, almost all of them, brilliantly. And we have banter, because I think they get me and they appreciate the football side of me, and they love football too. But obviously get the odd person every now and then, but they don't win, and that's the thing, they're fucked. They don't win, because you know what I mean? Because we had it the other week in Chippenham, we played a game the other week, and the lads were giving me loads throughout the game, and we went 1 down, and at 1 down I'm thinking, you want to fucking hope we don't start winning, lads. Yeah. In my head, I ain't said a word yet, and at 1-1, I looked at them, and I give it that, all I've done was go, like that, yeah, right? I thought, I ain't saying nothing. At 2-1, fuck me. It was like a fucking AK-47 went off, right? And they were just fucked. They lost so bad. And
they'd gone.
Yeah, they were done, mate. Oh, they were fucked, mate. Yeah, I talked about his mum and all that, you know, like you do. But because they gave me shit.
Yeah.
But normally it's great. But yeah, this guy this is back in the day, like part football, he stood there and he was really abusive and called me all sorts of things, and then we scored a goal. And the passion takes over. Yeah. That's the thing about football, isn't it? Like, if you're a football man, that passion, like, it's in you. Yeah. And you can't change it. Do you know what I mean? That's why you can't change the game. That's why they shouldn't change the game. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I want to talk about claiming players now. There's this thing amongst coaches where, I don't know, a player signs for a club and then they'll all put out the post, I was with him when he was under 9, da-da-da-da. Who really claims that development of that said player? For example, Harry Kane, for example. Like, who claims Harry Kane of making who Harry Kane is now? Because everyone's going to come out the woodwork once Harry Kane signs, but who's really taking...
That's probably one of the best questions I've ever been asked.
Because again, it's always so much of a debate, like, I was with him with under 9, mate. I taught him that his left foot, I taught him that.
Do you know what the irony is the bloke who really made him that probably doesn't even want anyone to know. That's what I reckon. Is that, you get all these guys that want to just promote themselves and want to attach their name to a player, and the player's probably thinking, like, mate, you're busy, you didn't really do shit.
Yeah.
But I just think for me, it's that individual that had that personal impact on that player. I think players have a development, sort of personal development spurt. And I think if you asked all these boys, there'll be a school teacher. You see the famous Ian Wright?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
those people there who just did it for the love of it.
He was genuinely cut up by that guy.
Yeah, of course.
He was like, you're the guy.
Not only
without you, this.
Not only was he a coach, he was a father figure.
Yeah.
You don't understand like how these people have an impact in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just doing it for the pound coin.
Exactly that. Because I think at the end of the day, like, developing on a football pitch and being around good coaches and stuff is one thing, but I think it's what sets people to the elite level versus in step 4, because they've all got legs, they can all run, they can all breathe, they've all probably played together in the parks or in the cages, and what sets them aside is just that personal development. Have they got like a father figure, whether it's at home, whether it's at school, whether it's in their youth team? So I think they're the ones that can claim them. But you know what? Them guys ain't interested in claiming them.
Yeah.
Because they just done that.
They've done it from the heart.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
We've answered the question. You
go.
never need to ask it again.
Yeah, true.
Fucking result.
True. Couple more cards and then I'll let you go, mate.
Ooh. This one.
What's this one?
10 teams, wear red, 30 seconds.
Right,
Ooh.
Here we go. This is really testing his knowledge. 3, 2, 1.
Notts Forest, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, randomly, fucking Morecambe, Ebbsfleet, who do, you'll have to take my word for that. That's 6, yeah, okay?
Yeah.
Red, fuck.
You still got time. You still got 15 seconds to go.
I'm chilling then. I've got 6, yeah. 4 more to get, wearing red. This is pouring it. Crawley Town, Swindon, Wrexham. Is that it?
No, one more.
One more. Fuck. It's always the last one, isn't it? Jesus. I've done Swindon, done Crawley, done Wrexham. Red. Dagenham.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I'm there.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people would be like, who the fuck are them teams? I didn't even say Dorking.
I know, I was about to say you played red and white. He didn't even say his own team. Right, last one, last card.
Let's go. Top one.
Yeah.
Top, middle, bottom. Nah.
What's that?
Can you be labelled a big team if you haven't won anything in the past 5 years? Nah.
Nah?
Nah, not for me. Not for me. Nah, so football's all about the now. That's where I see it. And do you know what I mean? I think it'd be a big club.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a big club. The number one thing that drives a big club is a loyal supporter base. Mm-hmm. So the clubs that put the same amount in there in the Championship as the Prem, you're a big club. Newcastle are a big club. I've always said that because they would put that many people in there if they was in League Two. They genuinely would. That's what makes a club, is the support base, the loyalty of that and the integrity of the support base. Big teams, it's about winning trophies.
Okay, last question. 1,000 games coming up. What do you want to be remembered by? What is that fond memory that you want all the supporters, everyone from Dorking, everyone that watches you on the internet, what do you want people to remember you by on that 1,000th game?
On the 1,000th game, I think just taking stock of the success and the trajectory of the club. People will never realise ever how much hard work and effort and money's got into that. And it's not over. Like, we genuinely think we're still just started, you know. My mission is to get Dorking Wanderers somehow, God knows how, to League Two.
Mad.
Money-wise, going to be tough. Facilities tough. But I want to be the first team. We've already gone from the very lowest level to the very highest level of non-league. I'll be the first team to do the whole set. Championship manager, get to League Two. That's my plan, and that's what I want to be remembered for.
Yeah, all with Marc White at the helm. You heard it here first. You know,
Cheers,
Marc,
mate.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Cheers,
Thank you.
mate.
And guys, thank you for sticking around this long. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you obviously follow Dorking Wanderers on all socials as well. See you guys all in a bit.
Get fucked if you don't.